यूक्रेन ਅਤੇ रूस के दरमियान जंग शुरू हो चुकी है तो इस जंग के अंदर जानी नुकसान भी होया। हालांकि रूस के वालों यूक्रेन ते जो हमला किया गया उसकी निंदा भी है जी कई मुल्कों के वालों की गई है। यूक्रेन और रूस के दरमियान जो जंग हो रही है इसनूं लैके तमाम देशों ने एतराज़ भी जाहिर किया है। रूस की इस कार्रवाई की निंदा की गई है तो इस वेले जो अपडेट है वो ये भी है कि नाटो देशों ने रूस के खिलाफ कार्रवाई की जी पहल की सी उसकी जी निखेधी की गई है। यूक्रेन के हमले के बाद नाटो देशों की एक वड्डी बैठक हुई तो जिस दे विच फैसला लिया गया ये कहा गया है कि सहयोगी देशों की जी रक्षा के लिए वो वचनबद्ध ने। नाटो दुनिया भर के तमाम देशों का एक संगठन है जिस दे विच चर्चा की जाती है जेकर अजिही जी स्थिति पैदा होती है तो हुण इसकी जी निखेधी की गई है। इसके अलावा अमरीका के वलों भी जी फौज वो भेजी जाएगी। अमरीका के वलों भी आख्या गया है कि जिहड़ा रूस ने कार्रवाई की है उसका जवाब जरूर दिता जाएगा। इस तो पहले जी सिक्योरिटी काउंसिल है उसकी भी बैठक हुई सी।
We cannot predict exactly what will happen in the coming hours and days in Ukraine. What is clear is the unacceptably high cost in human suffering and destruction of an escalation. The people of Ukraine want peace, and I'm certain the people of Russia want peace. We must do everything in our power to ensure that peace prevails.
Every time we meet, reality on the ground confirms bit by bit what some of us have been anticipating. Russia has been saying one thing and doing its contrary. We were told troops were retreating when they only have increased. We were told to stop hysteria since troops were in Russian territory. No longer. They are invading a neighbor unprovoked with false pretexts, false narratives, and fabricated news. Every development unfolding in the last 48 hours confirms to us and to the world that Russian wars have nothing to do with its security.
Thank you, Mr. President. Colleagues, a few moments ago, I spoke to President Biden, who asked me to convey in the strongest possible terms his and our steadfast support for Ukraine and support for the urgent meeting this Council has convened tonight. Furthermore, he asked me to share that the United States and our allies and partners will continue to respond to Russia's actions with unity, with clarity, and with conviction. We are here tonight because we believe, along with Ukraine, that a full-scale further invasion into Ukraine by Russia is imminent. Tonight, we're seeing the Russians close airspace, move troops into Donbass, and move forces into combat-ready positions. This is a perilous moment, and we're here for one reason and one reason only: to ask Russia to stop, return to your borders, send your troops and your tanks and your planes back to their barracks and hangars.
रूस और यूक्रेन के दरमियान जो जंग चल रही है इस दे विच जानी नुकसान भी होया है तो हुण वख-वख मुल्क इसकी निखेधी भी कर रहे हैं। आस्ट्रेलिया के वलों आख्या गया है कि जो ये अटैक किया गया उसकी निखेधी करते हैं क्योंकि ये सही नहीं है, क्योंकि इस जंग के दरमियान जाना भी जा रही ने तो हुण जिहड़े कई मुल्क ने वो रशिया वलों किए गए इस अटैक की निखेधी कर रहे हैं।
The invasion of Ukraine has effectively already begun, as President Biden has also remarked. This invasion is unjustified, it's unwarranted, it's unprovoked, and it's unacceptable. Russia is at peak readiness to now complete a full-scale invasion of Ukraine, and that is likely to occur within the next 24 hours. And there are even reports already of shelling and things of that nature which could indicate that it has already begun. My first thoughts are for all of the people of Ukraine and for those many 38,000 Australians of Ukrainian descent who is here. Australians always stand up to bullies, and we will be standing up to Russia along with all of our partners, like-mindeds, and all of those who believe that it is absolutely unacceptable that Russia could invade its neighbour and seek to extract some concessions or advantage out of threats of terrible violence upon its neighbour. We will be doing this in concert, as I said, with our many allies and partners, but the Australian government will immediately begin placing sanctions on Russian individuals in response to the aggression by Russia against Ukraine. We will also amend the Autonomous Sanctions Regulation of 2011 to extend existing sanctions that apply to Crimea and Sevastopol to the regions of Donetsk and Luhansk. These two actions will align us with our key partners, the United States and the United Kingdom. Our intention today and the decisions taken by the National Security Committee are to ensure that we are in lockstep with the United States and the United Kingdom in the sanctions that they are imposing upon Russia and these other areas. Initially, we will impose travel bans and targeted financial sanctions on 8 members of the Security Council of the Russian Federation. Tomorrow morning, I will meet with the Governor-General here in Sydney, and I've spoken to him earlier today as a special Executive Council meeting to enable my government to impose those additional sanctions against Russia. These sanctions will significantly expand the scope of persons, and I stress entities, that Australia can list for targeted financial sanctions and travel bans. It's including to capture persons and entities of what is termed strategic and economic significance to Russia. And so that gives us a broad coverage to ensure that we can target those who are particularly involved in these actions and who are aiding and abetting this invasion. The sanctions will impose strong economic sanctions in the regions of Luhansk and Donetsk, targeting the following sectors: transport, energy, telecommunications, oil, gas and mineral reserves. We will be also moving, as the United States and the UK has, to sanction the Russian State Development Bank, VEB, the military bank, Promsivac Bank, Rossiya, IS Bank, the General Bank and the Black Sea Bank. The Treasurer has spoken today to all of the CEOs of the major banks and to put them on alert to be aware of any suspicious transactions or things of that nature, and of course AUSTRAC will be doing their job in response to what
पंजाब ते पंजाबियत दा परछावा पंजाबी साडियां बावां ABP सांझा हुण देखो अपने टीवी स्क्रीन ते टाटा प्ले चैनल नंबर 1929 ते ABP सांझा देखण लई अपने केबल ऑपरेटर नु अज ही संपर्क करो। ABP सांझा, जोश, जज्बा, जुनून।